Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, Snehal. Snehal, can you tell me about the cave dwellings? A little idea. Let's have a quick revision. Maybe by the time your friends join.
Ma'am, the cave dwellings were found in many places. From the cave dwellings started around between 4 lakh years ago and 1 lakh 25 years ago. Um, the first evidences that was found came from Lazarus cave in southern France, which had 12 by 4 meter. It was 12 by 4 meter wide, and it had two hearths, and there were many evidences of food sources such as fruits, vegetables, seeds, berries, etc. The other evidence that we got was from Terra Amata. It was also found on the coast of the southern France, and it had flimsy roof shelter, flimsy shelter with roofs of wood and grass, and it might have been used for short-term seasonal visits. It had one horse made, and an arrow was pointed towards it, and many small stones were littered across the floor. So, and it showed that people made stone tools. And that
Okay, got. This is all about caves. Then we did about 3, 4 main kinds of tools. Can we have the names?
Chopper,
Yes. Chopper.
spear, throwers, and
Very good.
hand pins.
And we had bows and arrows as well. Okay. Hmm. Now we come to a very interesting part. Modes of communication, language and art. I'll give you 2 minutes. Both the girls, read it quickly. How did they communicate with each other? Did they talk to each other? Did they have a language? Or was it a sign language? This is what we're going to read. Read quickly this paragraph, then let's
Ma'am,
discuss.
is this all imaginary or this also?
Beta, most of the things are all based on assumptions because we actually don't have a clear evidence. We
Okay, ma'am.
just assume, like I always give examples of those puzzles that small children make. We
Yes.
join the puzzles and we try to make something creative and we say, हाँ ऐसा ही दिखता होगा. That is what. We have things, but they are all in small pieces lying at different places. We don't even know how to join them properly. So let's see, what do the historians assume? How did they communicate with each other? We are going to read about modes of communication.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Peter.
Ma'am, will you be sending us the timetable?
Beta, the timetable is again changing from tomorrow. So the new timetable will be posted today by late evening. All teachers are
Okay.
cross-checking periods. The timetable is changing from tomorrow now. There's a new timetable coming in. So by today evening, you'll receive the new timetable, the fresh timetable. Most of the teachers have already cross-checked the periods. 1 or 2 of them are left. So otherwise, how are your classes going on? All fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about economics do you have with commerce students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have a common class now.
Yes, ma'am.
The history and political science separate and then economics is together. What is your
Yes.
optional subject? All three of you separate. What is it?
PhD.
You all have PhD. Even
Ma'am,
Snail, you
I'm
have
not
PhD.
sure about.
You're not sure about your optional?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I'm not sure about the rest, but I am sure about mine. I have PhD.
You have PhD. Anushri, you also have PhD.
Yes, ma'am.
Keshav also, I think, has PhD.
No,
Then
ma'am.
Gulshan sir, he's
He's computer
computers.
science. Yes, ma'am.
Gulshan sir is your class teacher. So I was just wondering, I thought all three of you probably have computers. Maybe that is the reason. I'll see. If possible, I'll be the class teacher. We'll change Gulshan sir. We'll put him in some other section. Doesn't make any logic. Only one child has computer science. We'll try and change the class teacher this when we change today. Modes of communication and language and art. Tell me, what did you read? What little bit you have understood one by one, beta?
Ma'am,
Shahrukh,
they involve hand movements. Matlab,
beta, very good. You're trying. Good. Good,
and
Anushri.
and spoken language, vocal but non-vocal communication by singing and humming or humming.
Okay.
They use
Mhm.
the human speech when they begin with calls like the ones they absorb by
Good. You could recall most of the things. Snail, what did you read? You also tell me.
Ma'am, the language between humans evolved drastically. First, during the hominids talked by using gestures or hand movements. Then it evolved, and the language that was spoken was vocal but non verbal communication. That involved singing or humming. Lastly, the human speech probably began like calls, like the ones we observe among the primates. And it is also assumed that humans may have possessed a small number of speech sounds in the starting stages.
Which was the first stage, beta? Tell me. There were 3 stages basically in this progress. What was the first stage? Gestures and?
hand
Hand
move.
movement.
Very good. So this was the first stage. Remember it like this. Gestures and hand movements. Second was what, beta? Tell me. Humming and
Singing.
Singing.
singing. And the third is we call as very clearly that they are basically speech that we had. So there are 3 stages. Very quickly, tell me what was the first stage?
Gestures or hand movements
Yes. Second stage?
Singing.
by singing or humming.
And the third is, of course, the calls. The next question arises is that when did spoken language emerge? Historians basically suggested that the brain of Homo habilis had certain features which would have made it possible for them to speak. So which early human, is it Homo erectus, it is Homo australis, Homo habilis? Which one had an advanced brain which historians feel could speak?
Homo habilis.
Homo habilis. They also assume that the language must have developed as early as 2 million years ago. And the evolution of the vocal tract is equally important. I mean, the vocal tract, the sound box that we have, this must have evolved around 200,000 years ago. So we say this is all
Ma'am,
about modern human. Yes, beta?
Ma'am, what is the meaning of this line? The evolution of the vocal tract was equally important.
Evolution of vocal tract means the modification or the changes in the vocal tract. Vocal tract is your sound box that you speak from. So some evolution must have occurred, some changes must have occurred, which were very important, and because of which we had these changes. What changes we had? Earlier, it was only gestures. There was no use of vocal cords. Then people started singing and humming. So a little
Yes.
use of vocal, a little bit use of vocal cords. And
Yes.
when we take out voice, different kinds of voices, then it is a perfect use of vocal cords. So this is called evolution of vocal cords, changes which came in the vocal cords. These were very important, beta. ये जो 3 stages we talked about were possible only because there were some changes in what? Changes in the throat pattern, changes in the vocal cord. We talked about 3 stages, no? If you remember, first was hand movements. Hand movements, did we involve
Yes,
the
ma'am.
vocal cords?
No.
No. Then singing and humming, a little bit involvement, and then taking out sound is very perfect one we had to do. Which homo being will you related to? Which human being? Which stage of early human?
Homo habilis.
Homo
Homo
habilis.
habilis. See, there is another suggestion which comes. The third suggestion is, like when we started, Anushri was asking, this is all assumption. These are assumptions and suggestions only, beta. The first suggestion we had already done. What was the first suggestion? It said that there were 3 stages. Second suggestion said that there were changes in the vocal cord because of which this came up. Now we have a third suggestion. This says that language developed around the same time as art, that is somewhere 40,000 to 35,000 years ago, and the development of spoken language has been seen as closely connected with art since both are media for communication. They do not believe that man started talking or speaking 1 or 2 million years ago. They said it is very recent. Only how many years back? 40,000 to?
40,000 to 35,000 years ago.
Yes. When they started making art, that time only this media mode of communication must have started, because they relate art with media and communication. So there are 3 theories. The first theory says that there was a gradual development. The number 1 was hand movements and gestures. Number 2 was singing, humming, and the third one was exact sounds. Second theory says that it was Homo habilis, where we had certain modifications in the vocal cord, and then the early humans started speaking. Third suggestion says no, they did not start speaking 1 million years or 2 million years ago. It is something very recent, only 40,000 to 35,000 years ago. And this started when what developed? Art developed.
Art.
So we have how many? Yes, Bacha. How many theories are there for mode of communication and language?
3.
Okay. Now, first one, Anushri will tell me. Second and third, Snehal will tell me. Tell beta.
First one, uh, several views on language development. Uh, First, the humanoid language involved gestures and hand movements. Second, they have a vocal by they communicate with singing and humming. And the third is they the they begin with calls. The third suggestion, the second suggestion, they have the evolution of vocal cord where they are using their own voice. And the third suggestion is,
Very good.
and the third suggestion is recently, not late, recently the 40,000 years to 35,000 years, they spoke with uh, arts. They spoke with
They actually
arts.
started, the communication started with art. Snehal, your turn now, beta. All the 3 suggestions.
The first suggestion was that of of several views on language development. The first development was that hominid language included gestures and hand movement. The second one that was that it evolved and was then started was vocal but non-verbal. That is, it involved singing and humming. The third evolution was that human speech began with calls that are observed in primates. The second suggestion was that the evolution of vocal tract was gave the humans a push towards the human language, and it occurred about some 2 lakh years ago. The third suggestion was that language developed around the same time as art, that is around 40,000 years ago, 40,000 to 35,000 years ago. It is, we can say that because spoken language is, we can see, is closely connected to art.
Very good. Okay, let me show you this. Let's see this cave painting. Please observe this cave painting. Art has already started. Let's read about this. Which place is this? It's a place in Spain. Name the place.
Spain
Altamira.
and
Altamira. Altamira. So this is a cave painting at a place, Altamira in Spain. Please read it. Let's see what is so special about this cave painting.
Ma'am, how will we pronounce the name given in the fourth line?
First line, Altamira. Cave
Ma'am,
site
the
in
fourth,
Spain.
the fourth
Okay, the
line.
paintings on the ceiling of the cave were first brought to the attention of Marcelino Sanz. See, this is the name of a person. You need not learn such a long name. You simply can learn Marcelino. What is the name? Short name you can learn?
Marcelino.
He was a local landowner, okay, and he was also an amateur archaeologist. What is an amateur?
Beginner.
Bit not mature.
Tell me, what do you mean by amateur?
I'm not good.
No,
Ma'am,
not good. No. Who is an amateur? Generally, we say Ratanji Tata. We read a lot about him, that he is an amateur pilot. This sentence I've read in many books. Ratanji Tata is an amateur pilot. What does it mean? He's not a good pilot?
Ma'am, he is not an official pilot.
Yes, professional.
As a
Professional. Okay. When somebody does something just for hobby or passion, but not as a profession, then we call them as amateurs. Is it okay? Fine.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
When somebody is doing something just as a hobby or a passion, not to make money. So this person, Marcelino, no need to learn such a long name. His entire name is Marcelino Sanz de Sartola. No need to learn such a big name. Just remember short name Marcelino. He was a landowner and he was also an amateur archaeologist by his daughter, Maria. What is the daughter's name?
Maria.
Maria.
Yes. So who bought this in the notice of Marcelino, this painting? His daughter.
His daughter,
What was the daughter's name?
Maria.
Yes. Now please read and tell me, how did Maria find this cave painting? Read quickly, take a minute, then we'll discuss.
Ma'am, red.
Okay, tell me. Try to use the names of both the people, okay? And the daughter
Okay.
also and the father also. Start better.
Ma'am, the painting that was found on the cave of the ceiling, in the cave Altamira in Spain, was found by was first brought to the attention of Marcelino by his daughter Maria. The little girl Maria was running around in the cabin and playing by herself while her father Marcelino was digging on the floor of the cave to find some artifacts. She was running around and then she looked up to the ceiling to find paintings on the ceiling and called her out to her father. The father first did not take it seriously, but later she saw that the paintings were not made of paint but by some different kind of paste, and that interested him and excited him. By the next year, he had published a booklet, but his ideas and his findings were not taken seriously for almost 2 decades, but as they were deemed too good to be ancient.
See, beta, he gave his evidences, he printed his booklet, but that time historians did not take it seriously. Whatever he said, Marcelino, they did not take it seriously. Why did they not take his facts seriously?
They thought it was too good to be ancient.
Yes, Peter, because it was such a clear painting, such a neat and clear, beautiful painting. They said it cannot be ancient, it cannot be so old. So for how many years they did not agree to him?
20 years.
Yes, for 20 years. He kept on struggling somewhere between 1879, 19th century almost started. They did not agree. They said, what animal is this? A painting of which animal?
Bison.
Oxen.
Yes, it's bison. Okay, something like a buffalo. It's a bison. So the father was trying to collect some information. He was very fond of archaeology, though he was not a professional archaeologist. So the daughter, she showed him this. And he published and printed it, but the historians did not take it. Yes, Anushri, your turn, Bache. What about this painting?
Ma'am, in Spain, there is a cave site called, no, in Spain at Altamira is a cave site. The painting is on the ceiling, which brought the first attention of Marcelino. Uh, Marcelino daughters, Maria get to know her father, Marcelino, that to see that what is this. The Marcelino was running when Maria was running and playing here and there while her father was digging the floor. Uh, Suddenly, when she is playing here and there, she noticed a painting on ceiling. Uh, at first, her father was laughing, but soon, when he realized that the painting is so uh, at- attractive, so at first, her father just laughed, and then he soon realized that there are sort of paste rather than the paint. That was the paste, not the paint, had been used by the painting. It was so enthusiastic that could hardly speak. Then soon Marcelino published a booklet for following years, but for almost the Europeans were not ready to take or diminish decided his findings. Matlab,
Why they were not ready to agree with that?
because it is not very. It was not very.
Yes, it looked very neat. So they said this cannot be very primitive or it cannot be very ancient. So they did not agree to it. Good. So this painting is clear. If I show this painting to you, will you be able to give me details about this?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the name of the man and what was his daughter's name?
Marcelino was the man, and
Mhm.
Maria was the daughter.
Very good. Marcelino and Maria. Good. So man is becoming modern now. See, earlier he was living on trees, then he shifted to caves, then he started singing, talking also to each other. And then now we have some evidence that he used to make beautiful paintings. See how nice painting it is. Hundreds of paintings of animals done between 30,000 and 12,000 years ago have been discovered in the case of Lasquix and Cavett, both in France and in Spain. No need to learn the cities. You just can have the countries. After this painting was found, we found many more paintings of animals. In mainly which two countries? France and?
Spain.
Yes. Basically, bison, horses, ibex, deer, mammoths, rhinos, lions, bears, panthers, hyenas, owls, so many animal paintings were found. More questions have been raised and answered regarding these paintings. For example, why do some areas of caves have paintings and not others? Now, historians started asking questions. Why does this happen that some areas they have paintings, some areas do not have paintings? Why were some animals painted and not others? Why only these animals were painted? Why not other animals? Why were men painted both individually and in groups, whereas women were depicted only in groups? So wherever they found paintings, they found man somewhere he is alone, somewhere he is in groups, but women are always painted in groups only. Why were men painted near animals, but women were never painted? Why were groups of animals painted in the sections of caves where sounds carried well? So there were so many questions which started coming in the minds of historians after they found these paintings. So when there are questions, there are explanations. What explanations came up? See, because of the importance of hunting, the painting of animals were associated with ritual and magic. Ritual means tradition. Okay. The act of painting could have been a ritual to ensure a successful hunt. What is the first logic? That they used to make paintings when their hunting was what? When they had a successful what? Hunt. Okay, beta, what was the first logic which came up?
Ensure a
That they-
successful hunt.
Yes. It was a ritual, it was a tradition probably. That whenever they had a successful hunt, they used to kill a big animal, they used to make a painting. This is the first explanation. Second explanation is that these caves were possibly the meeting places for small groups of people or locations for group activities. These caves, they were meeting places where people used to come and meet each other and they used to share their hunting techniques and knowledge. Okay. And paintings and engravings served as a media for passing information. So whatever information they shared, they used to draw it on the caves so that this information can be passed on to the next generation. First explanation came that it was a ritual to draw paintings whenever the hunter was successful. Second was probably these caves were meeting places where people used to come and discuss the various techniques of hunting. And after discussing, they used to also draw it on the walls of the cave so that this information could be passed on to the next generation. Okay, so these are the two logics we had for all the questions related to paintings. Basically, which two countries did we find maximum paintings?
France and
France.
Spain.
Okay. Tell me about any two questions each, which came to the mind of historians after so many paintings were found in the caves. Tell me. There were so many questions we read just now. Tell me any two each.
The first question was why only some areas of caves had paintings and not others. The answer could be that the paintings of animals were associated to rituals and magic, which was shown that a successful hunt was made. Another explanation about the same topic would be that it could be a meeting place for small groups of people hunting and where they discuss knowledge and locations and about hunting, and the paintings were then made so that the ideas could be then passed to the next generation.
Okay. Beta, Anushri, what two questions, any two questions which came in the mind after they found paintings?
Ma'am, why were the men painted both individually and in groups, whereas women are in groups? Ma'am, the answer will be uh, they share, they meet, places and for small groups of the people or locations for group activities. They share their hunting techniques and knowledge. And the second question, why were the groups of animals painted in the sections of caves? And for it is for the next generation, where the people know how the techniques are being used in earlier generation.
Very good. So basically, you see, this is again an assumption only, isn't it?
Yes,
That
ma'am.
be the reason, this must be, maybe it was a ritual or something like this. This must be the reason. This is what it is. Early encounters with hunter gatherers in Africa. This is the last part we are going to read. I'm giving you 1 minute, read it quickly. Then from here, we'll start from tomorrow. Anthropology, we're going to start from tomorrow. This part, read quickly. Early encounters with hunter gatherers. Yes, have you read, Vida?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what did we read?
Ma'am, we read that the account that was given is of that of an African pastoral group who came across a hunter-gatherer society living in Kalahari Desert. When they first went to the area, all they saw was footprints of people, and they decided to see what were the causes of these footprints. They found out they were people who were very afraid of them and would hide whenever the people came around. They found their villages, but whenever they went, they would hide in the bushes, and so the people who went to find them thought that they are afraid of them, so they could rule over them. So they started ruling that area, and there was no need of fighting or killing because the people were afraid.
Okay, good. Anushri, what about you, Bache? What did you read?
Ma'am, in encounters with hunting gatherers in Africa, ma'am, an African astrologer group about the initial contact in 1870 with the Kung Sen. He was a Kung Sen was a hunter gatherer society living in a Kalahari desert. When they first came into this area, uh, all they see were the strangers' footprints in the sand. They see the footprints in sand. They wondered what kind of peoples are there. Are were they they were very afraid and would hide whatever came around. Matlab, what we found their villages. They found their villages, but they were always empty. They found their villages, but they are empty because as soon as they saw the strangers, they would hide in the bushes. They
Yes,
said,
very. Yes, Beta. Continue. You were saying something.
They said, "Oh, this is good." These people were afraid of us. They thought that these peoples are afraid that they were weak and can easily rule over them. They thought like that. We
Yes. Very good. It's quite interesting if you see. Okay. Now question I round. We have last 3 minutes left. One by one, you will ask questions from each other, whatever we have done. Like you could ask the name of the daughter, you could ask the name of the person, or anything which you feel. Let's start. First question, Anushri will ask Nehal. Ask.
name the two countries where the hunter. Name the two countries where the paintings are found.
France and Spain.
Continue. Your turn now.
No. There is one suggestion that was made about language of the humans.
Please repeat.
Name one suggestion that was made about language of the early humans.
The early humans used their hands by communicate. Second, first gestures and hands they communicate. Then they use their uh, vocal by singing and or humming. Third one, he used their communicate. They use their vocal cords by communicating with calls.
Very good. See, if you're regular for your classes, you will certainly be able to answer. Anushri, your turn now. Ask Nehal.
Hmm. Name the name the three tools which we have read in the script.
Hand axe, chopper, and spear thrower.
Yes.
Why does paintings only occur in some specific areas of the caves and not all?
The hunter they meet at a group. They meet at a group. It is for the future generation when their communication is when there is communication. They make a group and sharing thoughts, sharing techniques. That's why some people when they meet, they make a group here there only. That's why some in two areas only.
Okay.
Do this. Okay, I think we can exchange one more question. We still have time. Continue. Very good.
Anushri,
Yes. Explain the painting which we have read about read of Marcelino and Maria.
the painting which we found at Altamira is in a cave in Spain. The painting was that of an bison, and it was made of some sort of paste rather than paint, which proves that it was an ancient painting. Marcelino published a booklet, but the idea of the painting was dismissed for 20 years, because the painting was very good to be ancient.
Where
Good,
the
very
painting
good,
is
girls.
made.
Very good, girls. Snehal, one last question from Anushri, a shorter one, small one.
Mm, what was one suggestion that could be said about the paintings of the animals being made, other than the one you already told?
The third suggestion, they communicate with making arts drawings.
Okay, good girls, but your notes need to reach me, child. You need to post on the group.
Okay.
I'm
By
sure,
today.
please try. Previous work is completed, Anushri?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, not fair, ma'am, because my notebook, ma'am, my syllabus is not come yet. Tomorrow, yeah, today I will go.
Okay,
Because
I
of
told you to take notes from Snehal, no?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, wo
Previous notes of Snehal you can copy.